Hello and welcome back to the Road to Champions League Glory with Bishops Stortford. This is episode 40. So today we are in December, right at the end of December, and we are going to come up against Aston Villa. If we look at current form, since you were last with us when we played Olympiacos and Liverpool, it's not been too bad until our last two games. Obviously we came across Everton, beat them 2-1. We came up against Hibs, where we played a weakened team and we drew 2-2. Beat Cardiff 4-0. Beat Watford 4-1, beat Salzburg 4-1, beat Crystal Palace 3-2, so goals were going in quite nicely, but then we came across the first and second position in Manchester United and Arsenal. We lost 1-0 to United and 3-1 to Arsenal. So we go into the game against Aston Villa on a bit of a morale, on a low bit of morale, but hopefully we can recover and we can beat Aston Villa today. So the team going into the game is Trapp in goal, Leonardo, Gigot and Mo at the back, Power on the right, Diaz on the left, Slattery, Simo and Jose Rodriguez in the centre, Odegaard and Woodburn up front. So we go into the game with Aston Villa in mid-table at the moment, so they're not doing too bad. They've recovered from how it is in real life where they're struggling in the Championship, but they are in 10th position. They're not a bad team. We just need to keep the wins going and hopefully we can stick with the top four and hopefully aim for that Champions League spot that we are personally aiming for. The board are quite happy with mid-table. So let's get into the game and see what we can do. So we get Yuan to just have a little talk to him, see if he can get some greens going. Not a bad reaction, that's good. So we are on control and fluid, as always, and we are shooting from left to right, and we are in the blue. Starting off with a highlight, that's can be good or bad sometimes. We have a free kick just on the edge of the box. It'll be interesting to see if Odegaard has it, but it looks like the highlight has gone through, so it's not going to be a highlight off that free kick. We've got lots of possession so far, 68 to their 32. Not really much happening highlight-wise. Our fitness is quite good considering it's the Christmas period. It's always a bit of a struggle this time of year to keep the players fit because there's lots of games in a short space of time. We have got Chelsea in two days after this, so that will be a bit of a struggle. But January is around the corner, so there might be a few new signings on the horizon. We have had a lot of interest for a few of our players, Cho included, who has asked to go to Champions League team, which include Man City, Chelsea, but I have been able to speak to him and say that if we don't qualify for Champions League this year, then I will let him go. But I'm possibly looking at selling him in this January period. If a big offer comes in between the 50 and 60 million mark, I will not be able to refuse that. And realistically, I have got a good replacement in Thierry and Ben Woodburn. I'd probably bring in another youngster just to kind of add to that squad rotation to give us a good little bit of strike force. But I do feel that we are doing that. And then they've got the boy who's on loan at Nottingham Forest, who I'm going to nickname the new Van Nistelrooy. He's out there as well, so we kind of have got a few that would be there for next season. We might have to get one in for the 6 months that Cho would leave for, but hey, you never know, he might not leave until the summer. So Aston Villa have got the highlight right at the end of the half. Hopefully they won't do anything with it, but unfortunately they have. They have been able to get a goal off the post and gone in. It's only their second shot during the half, which is a little bit of a bitter pill to take, but yeah, the striker's been able to get in on the cross and it's hit the post and gone in. So we are 1-0 down. Possession and shots wise you wouldn't think it, but performance wise we're not really playing that well, which is a bit disappointing really. I'll ask you to speak to him. He's got them all motivated. He said they're not doing a good enough job and we need to understand that this is our disappointment, so let's hope that we can turn this around. Ben Woodburn is on a 6-6, so we'll possibly be coming off for Cho in the second half. I did mix it around thinking I'd play Cho against Chelsea, a little bit more fitness for him. Obviously it hasn't really played off. We have got Thierry to come off the bench as well, so we'll have a little look, see what we can do. It all depends what happens between now and then really. I'm going to probably look at doing subs at the 60-minute mark. That means 10 minutes away game time. Not really much happening at the moment. Ratings on both teams are pretty poor. I think they've just been fortunate they're 1-0 ahead. It's a very dull Boxing Day match. If I was the fans turning up to this, I'd be a bit annoyed, shall we say. I'm sure there are stronger words out there, but I will not be using them. Just as I say that, Ben Woodburn's been able to get a goal. Bit of a surprise. On the sideline, I would be a bit shocked at this, but we did play. Slattery's been able to play it through. Ben Woodburn's nicked it off the defender just before he got there, and he's been able to slot it past the goalkeeper. Good little finish, tidy goal by Ben Woodburn. So I'm pretty pleased with that one. So we go 1-1. Slattery with the assist, who has actually just signed a new contract on 50 odd grand a week, which is nice because he's a decent player, and one that actually I would say to people who are starting their FM saves at the beginning to look out for, because Slattery is a good little youngster. He's come through the rankings of one of the Premier League clubs, and he's doing a good job for me. He's one that I can see has got a lot of potential about him, and it's nice. I'll be keeping an eye on for him in real life. He might be one that's going to be able to perform quite well, quite high up. Looking out for him in the youth squads for England, possibly. We're playing it round on the edge of the box. Parry's got the ball, onto Slattery, onto Diaz, and Diaz has got the goal. Slattery, again, with the assist. A nice little tidy goal. Parry's on the right wings, passed it over to Slattery. Slattery's passed it on to Diaz, who's coming in on the left. And Diaz hits it, and it hits the post and goes into the goal. So we go 2-1 up. I'd say deservingly so as well. We have been able to improve in this second half, which is good to see. Slattery's been able to pick the ball up onto Ben Woodburn. Ben Woodburn's dribbling at them. Unfortunately, been able to get nicked off him. Odegaard onto Diaz. Diaz is going to pass into Slattery. Slattery to Simo. Simo onto Parra. Parra's still got it. Back to Ben Woodburn. Onto Slattery. Makes the keeper make a decent save. He's having a very, very good game, Slattery, which was really nice to see. Ball comes in from the corner. They've defended well, and the highlight goes. So I'm going to probably do, I was saying I was going to do subs, but I'm not now. And I think Slattery's just picked up a hat-trick of assists, because off from the corner that he's been able to ping in, Leonardo has been able to get there just before the goalkeeper picks it out, and he's been able to nick it into the goal, which is a nice little goal. So we go 3-1 up. We will make some subs now, because Odegaard's on a yellow card, so we'll take him off, and we will put on... We'll take off Odegaard, and we'll put on Ben Woodburn in that position, and we'll put on Thierry up front. Give him a little game. So taking off Odegaard, probably look at taking off Mo, and possibly Simo. Simo's not having the best of games, considering the players around him are playing very well. He's only on a 6-9. You compare that to Slattery's on a 9. So we will take Simo off and put on Davidson, the kid that we picked up from Liverpool. Very highly rated by my assistant manager, Yuan. He's been able to give me quite good reports about his training, so that's really positive. And as we saw in the last save, he is quite flexible as well. He can play in that defensive positions as well. I am talking quite a lot today because there haven't really been much highlights. I guess it's good when we're 3-1 up. We have had a lot of shots. We've had 20 shots to their 3. They've got a corner. Ball's coming on in. Ben Woodburn's been able to pick it up on the edge. Back to, up to Thierry. Thierry's cutting inside. And Slattery's been able to pick it up. Back to Mo. Back to Jose Rodriguez. Onto Parra. Parra's going to cross it in. And he does. And Thierry's there. And Thierry slots it in for his 10th goal of the season. So this is the reason why I'm not really majorly concerned about Cho. I haven't played him today. We've been able to win 4-1. Thierry's got a goal. Ben Woodburn's got a goal. Am I going to be sad to miss Cho? Yes, I would. He's a very good striker. Do I think we haven't got good enough replacements? No, I do believe I've been able to buy good enough replacements previously to build up into the first team. So I'm pretty optimistic about the future of Bishops Stortford. So there we go. Full-time result is 4-1 to Bishops Stortford. I haven't looked at league, so we'll have a little look now to see if that's pushed us up anywhere. No, it doesn't, but we are just behind Liverpool, Chelsea, Man City and Arsenal. We're on 33 points after 18 games. That also means we are only 7 points off that total to avoid relegation, which is always nice to achieve quite early. I will be doing it a bit like Leicester last year, in the sense of I won't be talking about too much until I hit that 40 points and that safety of relegation is away. But you look at the league, they're not doing too badly. We're just behind those big teams. But if you do look at the league, Tottenham are down in 18th position with 15 points. So it could be interesting to keep an eye on them, because if they get relegated, I know they've got some tasty little players in their youth system and their first team. Harry Kane could come on a free. I think he's only 33 or 34. Come for a season, smash some goals in for us. Right, guys, we're gonna finish it there. We will be coming back after the January transfer period to see if we have been able to sign anyone, and it'll be interesting to see if there's been any ins or outs. We have spoken about one, but there might be a few more that might be looking to get away, or that we might be able to cash in on. So as always, guys, thanks for pressing play. If you've liked it, drop a like. If you want to tell your friends about it, please do. Please press subscribe, and we will see you again soon. Bye for now.